The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions expressed by the guests do not reflect those of the hosts, the show, the management, or the network.
This podcast episode is brought to you by Montesa Medical Group Aesthetic Center, Advanced Dermatology, Age Management, and Plastic Surgery. Timeless beauty, safe, and worry-free.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. We're back
with yet another
chikahan session.
yap session. Yeah.
How are you guys? Again, nandito na naman si BFF.
Dito na naman yung tagaluto, taglinis.
Healthy options na naman tayo sa pagkain.
Yes, hindi na muna siya kumakain ng instant ngayon dahil I am here to save the day. Charot!
Okay. Kamusta naman ang week mo, Bes?
Super busy. Super busy ako sa work this week. Pero, carry naman. Yun lang naman ang ganap sa buhay kong this past week. Puro work. Work.
Ano ba nangyari last? Uy, kwento mo naman, bumili ka ng bagong shoes, dude. Bagong shoes. So, nasa running era kami ngayon.
Yes.
Walking era
Walking
kami.
pa lang kasi hindi ko pa kaya mag-run dahil mabigat. I am heavy right now. Hindi ko pa kaya mag-run but we'll get there. Hindi ko pa kaya mag-run ulit. But, yes, I bought new shoes so I can walk properly.
Oh, diba? Para ma-motivate siya to walk.
Actually, excuse lang talaga yung para gumastos.
Pero at least matagal mo magagamit yun.
Yes, and super nice ng feel sa paa. Ang sarap ilakad. Yun lang masabi ko, guys. Ang sarap niya ilakad.
Actually, dream shoes, sabihin ko na ba? Okay lang.
Oo, as
Dream shoes niya yung on dati pa.
Oo, pero
Parang
hindi
a year
yun.
ago.
Hindi yun yung binili ko. Hindi siya yun. Hindi siya yung gusto kong shoes na bilhin
Ay,
talaga.
hindi pa yun.
But, yesterday, I went to Uptown sa Bijese. Wala siya. So, feeling ko hindi talaga yung para sa akin. Kasi, same price range. Masasabi kong dream shoes siya kasi sa totoo lang, hindi ako gumagastos ng sapatos na lampas ng 6K. I feel like luxury na yun for me. Paglagpas na ng 6K. But, I guess yesterday was one of those days na heck, let's buy this because hindi natin ito mababay if we don't buy today.
Okay.
Since feeling ko deserve ko naman yun.
Oo nga.
Pero yeah, ang ganda rin nung nabili kong shoes kasi bagong release lang siya kahapon. Nasaktuhan ko siya. I like it so much. It's beige. Also, ang weird thing, bawal isukat, guys. Bawal isukat yung on.
Hindi, I mean sa Foot Locker kasi siya bumili. Tapos kapag mga bagong release daw na shoes.
Yeah, meron silang policy na bawal isukat yung shoes pag new release. But the older ones, you can. Tapos meron dun pumunta ng customer na babae. Tapos she was about to fit the white one. Sabi nung nag-a-assist na guy, ay ma'am, bawal po i-fit. Oh my God, nagalit siya. Sabi niya, ha?
Ang weird, no? Hindi ko
Paano
alam.
malalaman kung
Tinanong ko
kasya sa akin or kung bagay sa akin kung hindi na maisusukat?
Tinanong mo si kuya kung
And then she
anong
left.
reason.
Oo. Sabi nila, parang, ano daw yun, parang, ano ba tawag doon? Utos? How do you call that?
Hindi,
Utos
bakit?
sa kanila ng brand kasi, hindi ko alam, hindi ko makuha yung logic, but because of resellers.
Ha?
May mga pumupunta daw doon na resellers. So, ano yun? Hindi ko magets yung logic, but yun daw yung reason. Bakit bawal i-fit?
Oh.
Tapos, sa sobrang hype ng on, kahit hindi siya pwedeng i-fit, people still buy it. Like I did.
Oo. Kasi nga, I mean, yun yung shoes.
Well, I was about to buy na the NB. Bakit ako nag-tataglish? Uy. Anyway, dapat bibilin ko na yung NB. Kasi wala nga yung gusto kong on. But, nung sinukat ko yung NB, sabi ko, no, hindi ko talaga gusto. Gusto ko talaga yung isa. So, nung pumunta ako sa taas ulit, sige na nga, sinukat ko yung ibang shoes nila na pwedeng isukat. Doon ako nag-refer ng size. So, I got the correct size. Nung sinukat ko na, worth it naman pala na hindi ko siya sinukat. Binili ko na lang siya.
Ang cute ng color ng napili niya. Parang beige and white.
And it's so comfy. It's the comfiest shoes I've ever had.
Yun nga. Opposites talaga kami nito. Ang dream shoes before was On. Ako naman Hokas. So, nabili naman namin, pero hindi ko siya aesthetic. Meron kasi kaming shoes dati na binili na nag-twinning kami.
Ano nga yun?
NB na...
yung 530.
530. Meron siya noon, tapos nung nagpunta kami out of country, mura yung shoes na yun doon. Sabi ko, bili din ako, pero ibang color. So,
gaya kasi talaga yan siya.
Tapos kahapon, muntik na ako magpabudol.
Muntikan ko na siya mabudol ng On.
Kaya lang kasi, yun nga, magkaiba kasi kami na aesthetic eh. So, parang inisip ko na, baka hindi ko na naman tumasuot.
Comfy girl kasi ako talaga. Siya girly girl.
Oo.
So, ako, I'm the sneaker girl. She's the...
Comfy din naman. Iba kasi yung comfort niya sa comfort nung sa akin, sa Hokas. Talaga kasi parang cushiony yung sa Hokas eh. Parang maraming...
Yung On din. Pero mas bouncy yata yung On.
Oo, yun
mas bouncy siya. Parang pang ano talaga siya,
pang running, yun.
So,
anyway, yun.
Yun lang yung kwento din sa shoes.
Ano bang bago sa'yo? Anything you've done bago or...
Bago?
Tried? Chobani. Chari.
Yeah, well, we tried Chobani last week pa.
Last week, actually. Tapos na-addict kami.
Last week, oo. Na-addict kami dun sa brownie flip. Hindi masyado masarap. Ako, as a strawberry lover, hindi ko masyado nabetan yung strawberry. Baka sobrang asim niya for me. Pero ang sarap nung
I tried 3 flavors, guys. Merong strawberry, may chocolate lang. Parang chocolate fudge, tsaka yung cookies and cream.
Ano yung last na tinikman mo?
Yung cookies and cream.
Ayun yung pinakita mo sa akin.
As much, hindi siya masyadong, bet. Mas gusto ko yung chocolate
yung
lang.
Yung brownie talaga yung the best.
Oo, yung brownie. Fudge.
Tapos bumili ako ng Chobani na Greek yogurt. Dinala ko dito para kainin. So yun. Sarap naman siya. Ginawa namin siyang sauce ng nachos. Tapos tinikman niya with chocolate chips. Okay naman, no?
Okay naman.
Super asim
Greek,
but it's nice.
Greek yogurt talaga. Anyway.
Ano pa? Nangyari sa'yo this week?
Ako last week, ang trinay ko ay nag-try ako ng Lagree classes. Na hanggang ngayon, ang sakit ng hita ko. Guys, dati pa ko siguro maraming sessions na rin ako nagpipilates reformer. So, gusto ko siyang itry kasi nga mas intense daw yung workout. And sobrang intense nga niya na parang masyadong chaotic sa akin yung session. Kasi kapag Pilates yung instructor, magka-count lang siya. Minsan nga, you will do the exercises or yung mga poses na as slow as you can para ma-hit niya yung muscle, parang ganun. Ito naman, gagawin mo siya slowly din, pero yung, alam mo yung sa mga cycle classes, yung mga bike, ano yun, parang mga stationary
spin
bikes,
classes.
Yung mga spin classes, na ang lakas-lakas na music, tapos hype na hype yung instructor. So, same thing. Ganon din pala sa Lagree classes. Tapos, hindi sila nagka-count ng yung reps, hindi nila binibilang. As in, binibilang nila yung minutes or yung seconds na gagawin mo yung exercise na yun. Parang sa routine na to, sa step na to, ganitong seconds mo siya gagawin. Bahala ka kung ilang reps mo gagawin, but do it as slow as you can. So, parang hindi siya nagtutugma sa akin na nagki-Katy Perry tayo na remix sa speakers, tapos we're doing slowly everything. Hindi siya nagki-click sa akin. Ayun lang. Pero yung exercises, gusto ko siya kasi na-hit niya lahat ng muscle na after 3 days, na-feel ko pa din yung sakit. Right now, diba, kalilipat ko lang sa city. So, naghahanap ako ng Pilates studio na reformer na sana maging na lagi ko nang pupuntahan na mag-match doon sa level na I am in my classes right now. Kasi meron akong pinuntahan na sobrang hindi ko alam. Wala akong idea sa beginner, intermediate, or expert ka na. Pero yung hindi siya same with the classes I had before. Group classes din naman siya, pero yung intensity ng workout, parang masyadong pa-girly. Hindi ko nararamdaman yung muscle ko na sumasakit. So, ayun. Anyone who is in BGC, who are into Pilates, sana bigyan niyo ako ng recommendation ng studios na pwede kong i-check out. Kasi, ayun, ilan pa lang yung na-try ko, Pero so far, siguro magsistick muna ako sa Lagri kasi yun yung sumasakit yung muscles ko.
So, di ba pag sumasakit,
Ibig
that's how you
sabihin.
know it's effective.
Oo, yun.
It's working.
Tapos, yung goal ko kasi this year is to get my dream body or kaya magkaroon ng abs, like bikini ready body. So, kahit for once in my life, alam mo yun, ma-experience ko siya. So, ayun. Parang gusto kong i-combine with going to gym, yung weightlifting, strength training,
Yes,
I don't know.
training.
And then Pilates. And then still walking 10K steps a day.
Kaya mo yan, Day.
oo.
I believe in you.
So yun yung trinay kong bago last week.
Here at Montesa Medical Group, we've got innovative approaches for your physical look. Montesa Medical Group, results are mental, safe, effective, and worry-free. Enjoy your quiet luxury, a timeless beauty. Here at Montesa.
Ano pa ba? Ano bang ginawa natin last week?
Wala, nag-podcast din tayo last week.
Oo, nag-podcast din kami last.
Ano pa bang ginawa natin?
I think yun lang. Yun lang
Oh,
na
yun
bago
naman.
kong na-try kong bago. Restaurant. Wala ba tayong pinuntahan na bagong restaurant?
Wala, nag-salad stop lang tayo.
Oh yeah, salad stuff. As always.
Salad stop, guys. Ang sarap ng, ano yun? Mango Wild. Try nyo yun.
Yung mga
Tsaka
wraps.
yung, ano ba yun? O crabla. Ang sarap nun. Yung dalawang yun yung,
Dati ang kinaadikan
for
ko
me.
dun yung Caesar salad. Nung may chicken pa yata siya. Sarap. Tas crabla. Yung dalawang lang yun yung lagi ko pinagpapalit. Kaya lang, nung nalaman ko na ang taas pala ng calories nung wrap pa lang.
sobrang taas.
Parang 200 plus na yung wrap pa lang. Tapos yun, syempre, yung veggies. Parang around 700 or 600 na yung buong
Oo.
wrap. Sabi ko, ano ba yun? Parang hindi worth it. So, nagsistick na ako sa salads niya. And, na-try ko yung mga warm bowls niya. Masarap din pala. Yung may meat talaga. Masarap din.
So guys, if you wanna try the wraps and go under 500 calories, go for the crabla or the mango wild. They're under 500 calories. Yung wrap. Tapos yung salads nun ay over 200 calories lang.
Oo.
So ibig sabihin 200 calories talaga yung wrap.
Yun nga.
Yung wrap pa lang, yung tortilla wrap.
Alam niyo guys, iniisip ko nga din na dahil nga nandun ako sa bikini body journey, parang gusto kong itry na i-weighing scale, i-weigh lahat ng mga pagkain ko. Pero nakakatamad doon eh. Yun yung nakakainis sa
Ito,
akin.
effort talaga yun. It's a lot of work. Pero
Yun yung-
it's very effective daw when you weigh
Sabi
your food.
nila,
It's the
pag
only
kasi
way.
na monitor mo yung calories. The reason why nagmo-mono diet ako most of the time, let's say magka-carnivore diet lang ako o kaya magki-keto lang ako, itong food groups lang na to yung kinakain ko, is because tamad akong mag-count ng calories. So, nare-restrict ko yung sarili ko na hindi ako kakain ng carbs, hindi ako kakain ng sweets, ng sugar, basta walang bilangan ng calories. Kasi malaking bagay sa akin na, kukumputing ko pa, yung ganito, kailangan ko pang i-weigh.
Yeah, but it really works though. Calorie deficit is proven effective. But you have to be very consistent at very precise dapat. Kaya may weighing scale. May pang-weigh ng food, di ba? Yung food scale, maliit.
Kaya
Kasi
yun.
yun yung accurate yung calories.
Sige, I'll give it a try. Or kaya mag-delivery meals. Anyone here, kung nakapag-try na kayo ng mga delivery
plan
meals,
meals
mga plan, kung effective ba yan. Kasi feeling ko baka mag-cheat lang din ako.
Sobrang katamaran,
Nakakatamad kasi kaya ayoko nagbibilang. Pero yun nga, nasa skinny talk pala ako ngayon. Nasa side ako ng skinny talk sa TikTok. So yun yung mga pinakikinggan ko para lang ma-motivate ako to,
Oo.
move my
Ako
body
din
and
medyo
lose
nasa
my
skinny
weight.
talk ako ngayon sa TikTok. Kasi, kailangan ko na magbawas ng weight, guys. Ang bigat ko talaga ngayon. Not as heavy as my heaviest, but I've been lighter.
Lighter na siya compared from before.
But like, yeah, I need to shred some weight too. So, Day, sana pag nandito naman ako, ano na lang tayo, Day? Healthier options pa.
Okay.
Pero sinasamahan ko siya mag-walk. Nagwo-walk din ako for like 10K steps din.
Kasi
So,
ang plan
that's
ko
a good
talaga
thing.
din is mag-carnivore diet talaga ulit ako. As in, super strict yun. Hindi ka makakain ng carbs anything dun, ding. Malulungkot ka nun, ding.
Alam mo, what is that?
Is
that your neighbor? Neighbor niya nagpa-party because
So,
walang pasok.
yung neighbor ko is mga bagets kasi tamate. So, parang kahit nga 6 a.m. nagsastart na silang mag-party-party dyan eh. Hindi ko alam, pero ganun talaga. That's the
nagpa-party
consequence.
sila tonight kasi wala
If-
nang pasok.
Hindi, ganyan talaga sila. Kaya
So, anytime, any day.
I hope hindi siya nag-register sa audio recording dyan.
I don't think so.
Oo nga.
But it's like, may tugsh-tugsh dito sa kabilang wall. But
Ano
ayun.
ba? Anong current news?
Dahil.
Kanina nabasa ko namatay na Rosenora.
Oo.
Pero,
Si Pilita namatay na din.
hindi ko nabasa yung reason bakit siya
Ako din eh.
namatay.
Hindi ko nabasa. Nakita ko na lang bigla habang kakatulog mo lang noon kagabi, nagsuscroll-scroll pa ako. Nakita ko sa Facebook, ayun, yung parang Philippine Star yata. Sabi ko, kakamatay lang ni Pilita. 2 lola ni Janine Gutierrez ang namatay this week.
Oh, lola niya ba yun? Pati si Nora Honor?
Oo, kasi adoptive mom yun ni Lotlot.
Okay, hindi tayo updated sa showbiz news. Pero,
So, yeah.
ayun. Anyway. Ayun, kanina pala, nilista ko yun sa pag-usapan namin eh. Are you Hailey Bieber or Selena Gomez team?
Do I need to choose teams?
Yes, you have. Ikaw ba
I
si
don't
Baddie
know.
or si Goody Girl?
I'm conflicted, but depende.
Okay, ako muna.
Sige.
Sa akin, dati Selena Gomez
Selena.
ako. Kasi she's the good girl, you know. May sakit, underdog. Okay. Pero ngayon, parang I admire Hailey Bieber's mental strength,
Mental
emotional
endurance.
sa mga panahon na binabash siya ever since. Parang na-realize ko dun sa isang TikTok video na napanood ko na lagi siyang binabash. And she's always been unbothered of this shit. Parang nagsalita lang siya maybe in a podcast or tingin ng mga tao pumapatol siya sa video. I don't know kung ganon. But, you know, she's always been unbothered sa mga issues, sa mga bashing. Lalo na yung may lumabas na parang 7-part series
Oo.
about her na they're telling her na parang pinagdugtong-dugtong yung kwento saying that she's stalking Justin Bieber, tapos kinokopy niya daw si Selena Gomez.
But I think she really did.
Ako din. She really did. Tapos yung point mo nga kanina na parang unconsciously ginagawa niya na yon because
Oo.
maybe she was so insecure of Justin Bieber's ex.
Yeah. Because
Diba?
I think
Kahit yung mga
hindi ko
tattoo sa
alam,
ears,
hindi ko
yung
alam
hands.
kung alam mo yun, what goes on in people's heads when they do that. But I think nag-uugat talaga yun sa insecurity sa ex na feeling mo, yun yung greatest love bago ikaw. Alam mo yun? Yung ganong parang feeling mo may competition.
Lalo
Like kahit
sa
na ikaw
kanya.
yung current, tapos ang competition mo yung ex.
Mhm.
Tapos like people are rooting for the ex. Parang ganon.
Mhm.
So, I don't know if it's unconscious, pero I feel like may tendency talaga na ganun mangyari na nagagaya niya yung mga actions, yung mga ganyang mga tattoo. Alam mo yun? Parang
Pero
naging
yung creepy-
medyo Selena siya. Gets? Na ano niya?
Yeah. For me, yung creepy lang talaga was the
stalking
tattoo.
part?
No, the
Oh, the
tattoo.
tattoo.
Kasi, gets naman natin, fangirl siya. Marami naman naging fangirl kay Justin Bieber early on these years, diba? Pero, hindi naman exception si Hailey. Ano naman siya, diba? So, siguro nagkaroon lang siya ng mas strong connections kasi nga from showbiz yung parents niya. So,
Nepo baby kasi siya
diba?
eh.
Mas malaki yung chance niya na ma-meet si Justin Bieber. But what the heck?
Success
Hindi
story
natin alam.
to.
Success story siya. kung
Stalker
sa-
success
story
story.
siya.
Let's go, Hailey.
Pero kasi yun nga, doon ako nabilib sa pagiging unbothered. Yeah. Like, girl, bash niyo ako lahat, but I still got the man.
Yeah, she's got the man. Although, yeah, nakakabilib yung, ano niya, no? Yun, yung mental endurance niya. Pero of course, we don't know what goes on behind those walls.
Hindi
Tao
natin
din yun,
alam.
di ba?
Yeah, yeah.
Kaya
Pero
lang,
as always,
para magkaroon siya ng ganong facade na unbothered, that's very strong of her still.
Yun nga eh. Galing lang. Anyway.
Oh, ano pa?
Ano pa?
Ano ba nasa list mo?
Nasa list ko. Ay, nandun yung phone ko eh.
Ano bang pinag-uusapan natin kanina habang nag-walk?
Ayun, napag-usapan namin was letting go. Detachment. Diba? Ang mga walks namin nagiging therapy sessions between the two of us.
Of course, we can't share everything.
Oo, we can share.
Yeah. It was part of today's walk.
Oo.
Ano ba? The art of letting go.
The art of letting go.
Very kanta eh, no? But true. Letting go is never easy. Kahit na sa part na ikaw yung nalulungkot kasi ikaw yung nagle-let go, or nalulungkot ka kasi naaawa ka dun sa ile-let go mo. Okay. Letting go is never easy.
Okay, let's start with the general ones na lang. Was there something na in your life, let's say a goal or a dream of yours na, alam mo yun, ginawa mo lahat ng kaya mo to achieve it, pero hindi mo pa rin siya nakuha, and then you have to fucking let it go na hindi ko talaga siya kaya achieve.
I guess.
And how did you deal with it? How long did you move on from it? What were the things you've done?
Alam mo, it's weird kasi I can't really say na I've exerted all the efforts that I can to achieve it. But, you know, yung feeling na nag-give up ka na kahit hindi pa todo yung effort mo.
So ganun ka?
Oo,
so mag-give up ka?
Alam mo, may mga bagay na parang i-winaway ko kung worth it ba ituloy or just get over it. Alam mo yun?
Okay, so hindi ka nagmamax?
Hindi pa talaga.
Sana nagets pala yung pagkakasabi ko. I mean, alam mo yung sa relationship na you've done everything, yung mga what ifs na max mo na, nagawa mo na lahat before you let it go. So, before ka umabot sa point na yon, kaya mo mag-deal with yourself na, okay, let's stop this.
Oo. I think more on relationships. Not just sa mga romantic relationships, but friends too. Because I'm not one to, to, parang, nag-e-effort ako, pero hindi ako yung hahabol sa, alam mo yun, gets.
Siya yung detached kasi.
Gets. Madali akong mag-detach. Kung kailangan ko na mag-detach, if I'm not wanted, I don't stay.
Okay.
So, I think, ayun, I don't know if mako-connect natin to dito sa topic, but I don't think naman nagkukulang ako sa effort sa friends. You know, if you need me, I'm there. And kapag nafe-feel ko na parang hindi ko naman kita fine-friend dahil lang may kailangan ako sa'yo or anything, but if there's little to no effort from your side, parang, isn't this a two-way street as well? You know? Because if I'm just your friend, if it's convenient for you, then yeah, as an act of service, girly, napapuno din kami.
Okay.
But yeah, the art of letting go, going back. Madali ako mag-let go kasi, Day. Kahit sabihin mo hindi ko pa na-exert lahat ng efforts na kayang itry. Kung feeling ko, this place or this environment doesn't want me, I just let go. Yeah, I leave when I'm not wanted.
So, baliktad naman kami. Siya kasi, meron siyang sigurong turning point. Yun na yung, kahit na meron pa siyang things na hindi niya nagawa, let's say in a relationship, hindi siya nagsisising umalis. Ako naman kasi, that is my fear, na hindi ko ma-exert lahat ng what if ko. Para pag nag-let go ako sa'yo, wala akong ire-regret. As in, kalimutan kita. Parang wala nangyari. Hindi kita babalikan. Hindi kita para i-bad mouth after nito. Ginawa ko lahat eh. 'Di ba? So, yun yung way ko to let go. Kaya siguro, medyo pag parang usually ganun yung babae, 'di ba? Pag nasa relationship, lahat. Kanina kakanood lang namin ng interview ni Priscilla Mireles with Karen Davila regarding her relationship with John Estrada. So, she said na parang when she leaves, when she leaves the door, talagang tapos na. Like, she knows she's
Yes.
done everything. So, ganun din ako. Parang all in lahat. Sige, gawin ko lahat para wala akong pagsisisi. And then, fucking just let it go. And then, I won't even, like, think na parang sisisihin ko pa siya, may regrets, ganun. Hindi ko na maulit-ulit yun. Parang ganun naman ako. Buti siya kasi parang may self-control pa siya na bago ko umabot sa todong
Bago ko
kahihiyan.
maubos.
Oo, sa todong kahihiyan, sa todong kaya ko pigilan yung sarili ko and then just
Yes.
fly off. Parang ganun.
Totoo. Magkaiba talaga kami. As in, para kaming opposites.
Oo.
Hindi lang parang, we're really
Opposites talaga
opposites.
kami.
Sa dami ng bagay, sa maraming bagay,
Sa
maraming bagay, magkaiba kami ni Karen, as in, siya masyado siyang all out,
Mm-mm.
let's go.
Yan, yung pala pinag-usapan natin kanina.
Pag nagmahal yan siya, as in,
all in.
all in.
Either, ayoko kasi
Bawal
ng
ka
half-ass.
magsugal. Kasi,
Oo, maubos pera.
baka mabankrupt siya. But, yeah, ganun siya, which is not bad, really. But like, you know, love is love. But, what I'm telling her is, hindi pwedeng wala kang tinitira sa sarili mo. Because at the end of each day, it's still just you.
Mhm.
You know? Your individuality is very important. So, kahit sabihin mong gano'n mo kamahal yung tao, you will need to leave a huge chunk for yourself as well. It's not selfishness, it's self-love. You know? Because hindi natin alam ang utak ng tao. People do change. And hindi natin alam how their minds work. Like, what if isang araw nagising na lang yan, ay, ayoko na. This is not what I want. It's not you that I want. So, ano na lang, leave the door siya, tas ikaw walang natira sa'yo. Parang mga ganun. Hindi naman din siya, nagigets mo ba yung point ko?
Yes. Siguro kasi it was just on my younger years na medyo as in all out ka. Ako kasi hindi ko na-realize na meron pala akong pwedeng gawing mundo ko.
Yes.
Hindi lang love life. Hindi lang si Karen lover girl yung nag-i-exist.
Oh, lover girl talaga kasi siya.
Merong Karen na nag-i-exist na goals, na merong may mga goals, may career, may happy, may hobbies, may ganun
Yes.
palang world aside from
True.
relationships.
Of
So, yun yung hindi ko
course.
na-realize before. So, yun. Parang sinasabi nga niya earlier na I should find source of happiness, hindi lang from relationship. Parang other things as well for myself. Ganon.
Because relationships alone can't sustain us. Of course, it's important to build relationships. Not just romantic ones. But real ones, no? But, you know, it's also important na hindi lang nagde-depend yung happiness mo sa relationship mo with your jowa. Hindi dapat ganun. You should preserve your individuality na hindi kayo package deal. May Karen na may jowa, may Karen na gusto kong maging fit, gusto kong maging good at this thing, gusto kong i-master itong bagay na to. May mga ganun. May Karen na may hobbies, may goals, na para sa'yo lang. Of course, you can do hobbies together. You know, that's very healthy if you share a hobby. But make sure also na you give time for yourself. Me time is very important.
Okay.
So,
Gets.
alam mo naman yan. Alam mo na ng konsepto ng self-love, Day. Alam mo yan.
Alam na alam ko yan.
It's just that talagang pag nai-in-love siya,
The thing is, matagal na kasi yun eh. Parang it was years ago nung na-feel ko talaga yung serious love relationship. Yung talagang
syempre wala pang recent eh, no?
Oo, na parang hindi ko alam kung
Ganun ka pa rin ba?
Oo, ganun pa rin ba ako? And I'm afraid na parang I'm excited but I'm afraid to feel the same love again. But natakot akong mawala yung mundo ng Karen na single. I hope you guys understand. But mawala yung mundo ng Karen ulit.
Yung may confidence na na-build mo.
Oo, yun.
Yung
Magiging ganun pa rin ba kasarap yung love for me if meron akong mundo ng Karen?
Oo, alam mo yung nabibigay mo sa sarili mo, the things that make you happy.
Yeah. Would I still be happy in a relationship?
I think you still would.
Diba?
Syempre, iba pa rin naman yung nabibigay ng romantic partner.
Yeah.
Iba pa rin yun. But like, of course, it's very important na meron ka ring ibang source of happiness on your own. Kasi hindi natin pwedeng gawing mundo ang mga jowa natin, guys. It's not being selfish. It's really not being detached naman na at the moment. Hindi. It's just important na ma-preserve mo yung individuality mo. Because, you know, you only have yourself at the end of the day.
True.
Partners are there for like, you know, support, companionship. But of course, sarili mo talaga eh. At the end of the day, sarili mo pa rin talaga.
Actually, yun yung fear ko. Kasi may mga friends ako na they're in a relationship. Tapos minsan nagko-consult pa sila sa akin. Hindi magko-consult, but they're telling me kung ano mga pinagdadaanan nila in a relationship. And it kind of gives me an ick. Na parang natatakot ako na, tangina, kung nasa yung single life brain ko yung magdadigest ng problema mo, nakakadiri yung problema mo, napakababaw, bakit ko isa-sacrifice tong
yung peace mo, no?
Peace ko, para lang to what, 'di ba? Yun, medyo nandun ako sa point na ganun ngayon, kaya hindi siguro ako masyado nag-effort to find someone to be in a serious relationship. I just wanna be, you know, dating, but I'm still hopeful to meet someone na, syempre, to be with the same energy, kayang mag-match ng vibe ko, be in a serious relationship. But, yun yung, parang naging sobrang kampante na ako in a single life, na kapag papasok ko sa relationship, ayoko ng mga ganun. Parang, ayoko ng ganung drama.
Alam mo, relationships are a lot of work talaga. Like,
parang yun na nga, parang is it worth yung stress, yung pinag-iisip, and then yung away? Is it worth dun sa love na ipapalit niya? Parang ganun na yung naiisip ko ngayon. Ganun naiisip ko.
So, do you think that's a good thing?
I don't know. Maybe. Kasi eto kasi yun eh. Other people, hindi mo sila makokontrol. But as a single person, you control everything. Diba? Eh, kung iwan ka niya, like, magkakaroon ka pa rin ng, kung love mo talaga siya ha, makakaramdam ka pa rin something na nasaktan ka, you will be depressed, you'll be sad, diba? You'll do those crazy stuff again to move on. Pero kung single ka, like, you're whole. Like, ikaw lang, diba?
You don't have to move on in the first place, no? You don't have to rebuild it. You don't, like, you're not broken eh.
Oo, diba? Parang buo ka eh, diba? Ba't ko pa effortan? Pero yun nga, namimiss ko yung feeling na meron kang someone. Na alam mo yun? Companion, alam mo na, chummy-chummy.
So, yeah, hindi tayo sure kung ang version na ito ni Karen is like, pag na-in-love ba siya ulit? Ganun ba ulit?
Hindi ko alam.
Would anything change?
I hope hindi lang ako nakakaramdam ng ganito. Or siguro mostly millennials.
I think so. Na hindi lang naman siguro ikaw. Kasi alam mo, kahit magkaiba kami, nagigets ko pa rin naman yung kasi syempre ina-explain niya sa akin yung side niya. Alam mo yun, nagkakaroon ako ng bagong perspective dahil magkaiba nga kami. And nagigets ko naman, although hindi ko rin ma-imagine yung sarili ko na gano'n, naiintindihan ko kung saan ka nang gagaling. Gets?
Yun, dun nga tayo. Dun ako nabibilib sa dynamic natin, palawa.
Grabe yung dynamic na to, friendship na to. As in, lahat ng bagay ata magkaiba kami.
Oo. As
like,
in.
I'm very domesticated.
Ako hindi.
Siya hindi.
Career-oriented, goal-oriented shit. Like,
ako very
I'd rather like
lang.
order. Siya kasi parang vina-value niya yung pagiging everything, parang go with the flow. Siya.
Masyado akong ganun.
Oo. Ako hindi. I want everything efficient. I want everything fast. Ganon. Siya slow down.
I am very chill.
Anyway, ano pa ba yun? Letting go. Ano yung mga ginawa mo before, Bading? Yun nga, let's say you have a goal or in a relationship or with a situationship na, syempre, hindi naging kayo eventually. So, ano yung ginawa mong things to, para matanggap mo? Or, na hindi talaga kayo for each other? Or, para i-let go mo yung thinking na magiging kayo? Or parang thinking na ma-achieve mo yung goal na yun?
Alam mo, meron kasi talaga tayong mga hypotheticals in our minds na minsan, kinokumbinsi natin yung sarili natin, hindi may pag-asa to Alam mo yung ganun. Pero, pag nakalagpas na ako dun sa stage na yun, kasi meron, di ba, sabi ko nga kanina, meron lang akong turning point. Na kapag,
parang 80%.
Hanggang dito lang ako. Okay.
80% ng pasensya ko.
Oo, na-receive mo na yung 80% ng effort ko, pero, you're not budging. You can't be budged. So, ang nangyayari, something clicks in my head for some reason na, okay, tama na to. So, ang una talaga, if it's with a person, ang una kong ginagawa, no contact talaga.
Okay.
That's very effective for me, yung no contact. Kasi na, parang it's, kapag bumabalik kasi nag-uusap na naman, magre-reply ka na naman, babalik ka na naman sa umpisa Ganun ako square one na naman tayo. Ano? So, no contact really works. Tapos, it's cliche, but acceptance talaga Alam mo yun. Tanggapin mo na may mga bagay na hindi mo kayang baguhin. Hindi mo kayang kontrolin yung takbo ng utak nila, ng damdamin nila. If they don't want you, they don't want you. Like, you can't make them want you kung ayaw talaga nila. Alam mo yun. So, I think, ang ginagawa ko to let go, kasi madali ako talagang makamove on dahil nga ganun. I don't stay where I'm not wanted. No contact. No contact at all. Mag-text ka man, hindi ako magre-reply. As in. Tapos, iniisip ko na lang, ang una talagang iniisip ko, kung ito ay pagsasayangan ko ng oras ng kakaisip na what if maging kami, what if ganito, what if makuha ko siya. No. I make myself busy with other things. I try to be productive instead. Kasi kung isip lang ako ng isip, sayang yung oras ba? Yun yung technique ko. Sayang oras, girl. Alam mo yun, sayang yung oras, time, hindi mo yun mababalik.
Okay.
So, yun yung mindset ko. Sayang ang oras.
Okay.
You can do like a lot of other things, more productive things with your time than sulking. Alam mo sa sarili mo yan na wala kang pag-asa or you can't do anything about it. Minsan, in denial lang tayo Pinapaniwala natin yung sarili natin, hindi, pag in-effortan ko pa yan ng mas effort pa, gagana din yan. But
actually, the
most
more
of the
effort
time, no.
mo i-exert, the more pa siyang lalayo Kasi,
Totoo,
the person that you were exerting effort to sees you as desperate.
Totoo.
So,
tsaka alam nilang, andyan lang yan. Alam mo yun? Whatever. Gets? Parang give value to yourself naman na dapat ini-effortan ka din. Hindi lang ikaw yung...
So, yung things na ginawa mo was no contact, get yourself busy, and
acceptance.
Yun
lang talaga.
Same thing, ganun din ako. No contact, as in delete lahat. Pag nag-decide ako, yun nga, yung sinasabi ko from previous episode na kapag ka nag-no contact ako, may times kasi na I don't trust myself na, alam mo yun, nagkakaroon ka ng intrusive thoughts na, i-text ko kaya siya, baka magbago isip siya. No, sa akin kasi,
magre-relapse ako.
Hindi siya nag-work sa akin. So, ang ginagawa ko talaga is as in walang trace ng kahit anong way na makokontak ko si Guy. So, no contact. Second, same thing, I get myself busy, but yung goals ko is, meron akong certain goals na sobrang taas. Tapos dun ko i-focus yung sarili ko hanggang sa maabot ko siya. Alam mo, gagawin ko lahat, every day, aadikan ko, like, magpo-focus ako doon sa goal na yun hanggang siya maabot ko siya. And then one day, maiisip ko na lang na, parang magigising ka na lang Totoo yun Magigising ka na lang na, ay, hindi ko na siya gusto. You'll just wake up.
Totoo, no?
Another thing I do is, I expose myself to new friends, new environment. Nag-e-effort talaga ako to meet people at saka malipat ako sa ibang environment. Hindi ko to usually ginagawa, but may times na naging helpful siya para sa akin. So let's say, kaka-break ko lang with my ex-boyfriend and then I live in a certain area, what I will do is find another apartment or go back home or basta ibang setting naman. Or maybe travel. Just travel lang. mapunta ako sa ibang environment na ma-realize ko na ang laki pala ng mundo. Hindi lang yung mundo ng kasama ko siya in a relationship, but also yung makikita ko na, ay, ang laki pala ng mundo. Ang dami palang possibilities, ang dami ko palang pwedeng gawing goals, alam mo yun. Tapos parang magiging, na lang siya, parang magiging memory na lang siya sa akin. Ganun yung ginagawa ko kapag I wanted to move on, to let go. And isa pa, pag medyo nagiging okay na ako after siguro mga ilang months of moving on, ang nakakapag drive talaga ng acceptance sa akin is to be on the, ito mahirap to ha, sinasabi ko mahirap to be on the positive side ng breakup na yon or nung relationship na yon. Let's say for example, nag-break kayo hindi sa magandang reason, let's say third party. I know it's bad, pero titingnan ko yung brighter side nung bakit kami nag-break up. It might be a third party, but I was able to be a better version of myself dahil doon. Pwedeng, oo nga, nagkaroon kami ng hindi maganda yung naging ending, but I built relationship, I built network, may mga things ako na natutunan sa kanya. Doon ako actually nagkakaroon ng parang light bulb moment na dito ko na na-accept na okay, I let it go. As in, wala na. Mawawala na yung galit ko sa kanya. Mawawala na. Parang kahit iharap mo nga siya sa akin, like, we'll have a conversation, nawawala na siya. Hindi ko na naaalala yung reason bakit kami nag-break up na masama. All of the good things, yun yung nagpapa-let go sa akin. Yung nagpapa-accept sa akin na, it was a good relationship, even though it was a third party or something.
Even with that, magkabaliktad pa rin kami.
Siya kasi,
selective yung memory ko.
Oo. More on, ang driving force niya para mag-move on is the bad things that happen. Ako yung good things eh. Parang, naging thankful ako na, let's say for example lang ha, naging thankful ako kasi na-introduce ako ng ex ko, let's say in tennis, parang ganon. Siya yung naging reason bakit ako natuto mag-tennis, bakit ako nakilala ng coach, ganon na lang iniisip ko. Siya kasi hindi eh, mas nakaka-move on siya kapag naalala niya yung mga pangit na bagay na ginawa sa kanya.
Oo, actually hindi naman siya, hindi ko siya talagang sinasadya.
Oo. Pero yun yung,
parang, ewan ko, siguro coping mechanism ko yun.
I think yung naiisip mo kasi is, yung sarili mo pa din na yes, tama yung ginawa ko desisyon na
no
iniwan
regrets.
ko siya. Hindi, tama yung desisyon na ginawa ko na iniwan ko siya kasi she've done bad things to me. Kaya mo siya nakikita as a good.
Siguro. Hindi rin naman dahil you've done bad things to me, but like, there are a lot of things that happened na and hindi lang dahil you're bad to me. Gets? Yung mga nangyayari sa atin, situational.
Toxic din. Okay.
Toxic na eh. Yung dynamics natin, hindi na maganda. Yung gets? Basta yun. Yung mga away na naaalala mo, gano'n. Bakit kayo nag-away? Hindi ko na maalala kung bakit. Basta lagi nag-away.
Gets? Ako naman, kapag ganun yung naisip ko na lagi nag-aaway, yung susunod na nangyari, bakit let's say, like kami nag-aaway, pero it turned out to me, parang, to be a better version of myself, na na-understand ko na yung sarili ko na, kaya kami nag-aaway dati, lagi kasi hindi ako nakikinig sa kanya. So, yun na yung part nung naiisip ko. Yun yung natitira sa akin. Sa kanya yung natitira yung other side.
Yeah.
Diba? Magkaiba talaga kami.
Hindi ko na rin masyado maalala yung mga happy memories.
Ako baliktad. Yun yung naiiwan sa akin na kapag nakikita ko yun. Parang there are times nga na-imagine ko na sana makita ko si ex ko kasi I wanted to share stories with him na parang ganito yung ginagawa natin dati. Tangina, grabe tayo maglandian dati. Lips to lips tayo anywhere. Tapos, dude, parang wala na lang. Parang gano'n. Parang kaya ko siya maging tropa. Pero that would be very awkward. Kasi nga, might be, hindi siya comfortable with it. But, ganun ako. Pag nakamove on ako sa'yo, dude, parang, sige, inuman pa tayo, appear tayo. Pero, nothing na. Wala na eh. Yeah. Parang, it's just a part of me, like before. Iba na si Karen right now.
Totoo. Siyempre, iba na rin tayo kasi years ago. Iba na yung Karen noon. Iba na yung...
So, just to end this episode, meron kaming dalawang question na sasagutin din namin dalawa. So, Bading, what's the lesson you learned from letting go that changed your life?
the most important... Well,
I believe.
I believe. Well, the most important lesson that I've learned from letting go is that kaya mong mag-let go. Gets? Parang there is more to life than the things that you are trying to let go. And most of the time, kaya natin need mag-let go is to make space for better things.
Maganda. True ka dyan. Ako naman.
Ikaw?
Ano ba?
Ikaw?
Ikaw, Chang, what's the lesson you learned from letting go that changed your life? Siguro same lang din with your message na letting go is making space for something better to come in your life. May it be a person, relationship, or blessings. Kahit sa mga gamit. Yun, nag-start ako dun sa mga gamit eh. Parang ang dami-dami kong let's say, damit na naipon. And then, nung once na nagmarikondo ako, I mean, once na kumbaga nag-inventory ako ng mga damit ko, ano ba talaga yung mga nagagamit ko, ano ba yung talagang gusto ko, sparks joy kapag sinusuot ko.
Mary Kondo,
diba? So, pinamigay ko na yung mga hindi ko na ginagamit, yung masiskip na sa akin, maluluwag na sa akin. And parang mas naging magaan. Parang wala akong masyadong iniisip. Wala akong masyadong mess. 'Di ba? Sa bahay or sa kwarto ko na inaalala ko pa. Same thing with yung mga thoughts mo, kahit yung mga regrets mo, yung mga worries mo, yung mga anxieties mo, kahit yung mga masamang experiences mo, yung mga tawag doon, yung ano ba yung term na yun? Sorry, gabi na kasi, yung parang gusto mo mag-revenge dahil
mga grudge mo.
Yung mga grudge mo. Pag na-let go mo siya, mas magiging magaan din para sa'yo.
Yes.
Kasi malilesen yung iniisip mo, malilesen yung mga worries mo, mga ganun. So,
yes. So, letting go, always remember na letting go is a good thing, especially when you really have to, you know. Alam mo yun, parang decluttering din yan eh. Parang pag nagde-declutter ka, di ba, ang sarap sa feeling yung after na, shucks, wala na masyadong kalat, wala na masyadong, It's the same thing. Sabi niya nga, it's the same thing with our heads. You're making space for happier thoughts, you know, for like, better things. You're just practically making space for better things.
One more thing na nakapagpatulong pala sa akin to let go of things is yung pagme-meditate. Kasi parang pag nagme-meditate ako, nakikita ko kung paano tumatakbo yung utak ko eh. Parang nakikita ko yung ano yung mga iniisip ko and then nakaka-classify ko siya if it's junk, if yung thought na yon
parang clearing out mail lang.
Totoo. Parang it's clearing out mail na parang yung thought na to ba makakatulong sa akin, makaka-add value in my life or not? If not, just fucking let it go. Like, hindi naman pala eh. So, hindi ko na siya iisipin. Yes. Same thing with things, with thoughts, with people.
Sipin nila lang,
the lesser
sayang
you
yung
have
space.
To carry, diba? Mas magiging magaan yung life.
Sayang space. Like, make way for, like, better things. There are a lot of things in store for you na mas makakabuti sa'yo, mas kailangan mo, mas magpapasaya sa'yo. You know? Letting go is just making space.
Yun. Tsaka, meron pang isa, ito napansin ko to sa parents ko. Hindi ko alam if it's a generational thing, if it's same with your parents, na ang dami nilang, nag-hoard sila. Same. Kahit yung mga, let's say, tawag din yung mga dating mga tasa, yung mga punch bowls, mga ganun, na hindi naman namin nagagamit. Parang, nakastore lang sila sa aparador, pero hindi pa rin nila pinamimigay kasi they're thinking that they will use it in the future. Kahit yung mga, ito talaga dito ko sila na-notice na yung, alam yung mga DVD players, yung mga malalaki, yung mga amplifier, hindi ko alam kung ano tawag dun eh, but
mga
set siya, component, ganon. So, hindi na namin siya nagagamit, pero hindi pa rin tinatapon ng parents ko kasi it's working pa daw. Pero 'di ba, to think na kung siguro na-let go nila yon or pinamigay nila yon, may space kami sa bahay, magkakaroon kami ng thought to buy a new a newer version of something na siguro an audio speaker na mas upgraded,
Home
mas
theater.
bagong technology, 'di ba? Kung ni-let go namin yung bagay na yun. So yun lang. Huwag kayong matakot mag-let go of things kasi for sure in the future that magkakaroon ka ng mas magandang blessing. Hindi mo man makuha yung gusto mong relationship or bagay or any goal that you have. It might be that there's something better that's in store for you in the future. So, wag kang matakot to let it go.
Yes, I can say na it's a generational thing because ganun din sa amin. Our house is filled with old stuff. Mugs na bata pa ako, nandun na, nakabox pa rin. You know,
Siguro
mga
it's
kitchenware na sobrang luma na they think mapapakinabangan pa na in the future baka kailanganin na isang dekada mo nang hindi ginagamit. They can't let things go.
siguro
that
ano
easily.
kasi yung parents natin nakaranas sila ng I think nagkaroon sila ng thinking sa war. Ito kasi napansin ko to sa parents ko na nagkaroon sila ng time on where na-experience nila yung war. I don't know if it was Japanese ba or American na naabutan ng tatay ko. So, it's a scarcity mindset. Natatakot sila na dumating yung panahon na paano kung wala na. Yun yung wala kasi sa generation nating millennials and Gen Z na everything is available to us. Like everything, kapag ka nasira tong let's say electric fan, I can just always buy mabilis.
Yes.
I can go to I can go to department store, may Shopee, next day deliveries, everything is available easily to us. Unlike for them noon na parang hindi mo sure kung next month or next year makakapag-afford ka pa na makabili ng mga bagay na to. It's really the scarcity mindset na feeling ko kaya nag-result sa hoarding ng generations nila.
Ganun talaga. Kasi tsaka yung generation nila, ng parents natin, I think masyado kasi silang naturuan nung, alam mo tawag doon, yung pagiging masinop sa gamit, sa ganyan, to the point na feeling nila talaga, kapag gumagana pa, kahit kiber, kung ilang taon mo na yung hindi ginagamit, as long as it's in good condition, they're not gonna let it go. Sobrang daming gamit sa bahay namin, as in.
Yung sa akin sa parents ko talagang inaano ko tinatry ko i-instill sa kanila, pero you can teach old dog new tricks na. So, in-instill ko sa kanila kapag dating sa technology, gadgets, there will always be a new one. So, wag silang matakot magpalit. Wag silang matakot mag-upgrade. Ganun. Pero kasi hindi mo na nga sila matuturuan na.
Mahirap nang baliin yung belief nila.
Yeah, yun na yung kinasanayan nila eh.
Mahirap nang baliin yung mindset nila.
Ayun.
Kaya lang, guys.
Ayun. Yung last question is, what would you say to someone listening right now who can't seem to move on? Move on. Siguro this is for relationships.
Siguro. Well, whatever you are trying to move on from, whether it's people, situation, kung ano man yung tinatry mo mag-move on from, I am telling you, it gets better. Hindi laging mahirap. There are days na tatanungin mo yung sarili mo, kailan ba ito matatapos? Bakit masakit pa rin? Bakit mahirap pa rin? Ilang araw na akong ganito. Yes, may mga ganyan talagang moments na mapapatanong ka, when will this fucking end? I've been there, she's been there. And what I can assure you is that it gets better. One day, magigising ka na lang na, ay shit, okay na ako. You're gonna get over it. It's gonna pass just like everything does. It gets easier eventually, over time. Totoo yung saying na time heals. It does, if you let it. Just keep going because it gets easier. It does get easier. Kahit for now, hindi nyo pa na kikita or nafe-feel na lilipas siya, magiging madali siya. In the near future, promise, it's gonna get better.
Okay. Ako naman, for a listener who is maybe moving on right now or trying to let go of things is take time. Parang it
Take your
a
time.
day at
Yeah.
one day at a
Heal
time.
at your own pace.
Yun, wag kang ma-pressure, lalo na ngayon sa social media na you have to move on from a guy. Let's say na sinaktan ka, dapat in a month okay ka na. Wag kang magpapadala sa ganun. Kailangan you have to go on with the process of letting go para hindi na siya bumalik sa'yo. Para walang relapse, para walang rebound, walang
Yes.
enchong D moments. Charot.
Trust the process.
But, yun, trust the process. And wag kang matakot mag-let go na siguro na feel mo na you might not be able to find someone same or even better than what you have right now. Wag kang matakot kasi everything works out at the end. Wag ka lang matakot maging open na magkaroon ng opportunities to meet other people, to find something, let's say if it's a thing, wag ka matakot na mag-try, mag-experience, mag-explore ng ibang bagay kasi hindi mo makita na, minsan kasi hindi mo ma-realize na nandyan na lang pala sa harap mo na mas okay pala to sa what I have right now. May it be a relationship, a thing, or whatever it is. You just have to be open na and hopeful na magkakaroon ka din ng ganito in the future. So, yung nararamdaman mo ngayon, for sure, it will pass. It will pass. And a day will come na parang tatawanan mo na lang din yan. Cliché siya. Ilang beses ko na rin siya narinig from other people. But when you experience it, parang ang hirap-hirap. But when yun nga, totoo yun, na babalikan mo na lang yan, tatawanan mo na lang yan, it's just a thing in the past. Yan.
True. And totoo to when I say na pasasalamatan mo yung sarili mo na nag-go through that process ka. Na hindi mo minadali yung healing mo, na you took your time to actually dry up all your wounds.
Okay. And then one thing pa, letting go, not in a relationship lang naman, but also for your goals. Alam ko na siguro may mga tao na tulad ko na also a go-getter, na parang they would exert a lot of effort, parang gagawin nila lahat to achieve the dream or the goal that they have. But there are things na you have to accept na hindi siya possible sa lifetime na to. Charot, hindi. Ganon. Hindi siya possible for now or hindi talaga siya angkop para sa'yo. And you have to accept it. Siguro I can relate it to an expertise sa isang bagay. You might not be very knowledgeable or hindi mo mako-consider yung sarili mo na expert sa ganitong subject, but you are bright or smart naman sa ibang things. So, ganun. Parang may kanya-kanya tayong talent, may kanya-kanya tayong talino. Kung hindi man angkop dun sa dream mo or yung goal mo, yung talents na meron ka, well, at least you enrich ones that are you think that match yourself. Yung personality mo, yung talents mo, your skills mo. So, ayun lang. Yun lang. Be open with other opportunities and i-balance mo kung ano ba talaga yung dapat para sa'yo. Kung ano yung mas makakabuti para sa'yo.
There are things meant for you and for you only. You know? There are things that are not meant for you and you have to accept that. Mafi-figure out mo naman yan.
Mafi-figure out mo rin yun. Yun. Tapos, meron pa ibang saying na, sorry, ang dami naming advice, but you saying na if it's meant for you, it will be for you, or it will not pass you. Totoo yun. Parang kahit anong effort mo, kahit sa relationship na naman, i-relate ko siya, parang kahit anong effort gawin mo, bakit parang hindi kayo maging ever? Kasi it might be that you're not really meant.
You're not meant to
diba? Parang meron ka para sa ibang bagay, which is much better.
Hold space for the ones meant for you. You know, those are the best things na alam mo yun, makukuha mo sa life when you actually align, when you get things that are actually meant for you. Mafe-feel mo naman yun eh. If they are. So yeah, move on. You can do it. Just keep going. Trust the process. Heal at your own pace. Huwag mong madaliin.
Alam kong mahirap. Madali para sa, siguro sa amin.
Easier said than done, really. Pero, yeah, galing na kami dyan.
Yun, but alam kong mahirap siyang gawin. It might be easy for us to tell you this, but gawin mo yun para sa sarili mo, para sa future self mo. Yun na lang. huwag kang matakot mag-let go. Promise ko sa'yo, there are better things that will come your way. Marirealize mo na lang yun na pagbalik mo, ay, buti na lang, let's say, hindi ko kinuha to, or buti na lang, hindi ko sinagot yung guy na to, buti na lang, hindi ko to hinabol dahil I am in a much better place.
Yes, magpapasalamat ka na lang sa universe.
Yun na lang yung aming advice for this episode.
Haba ng chika natin tonight.
Oh, I hope
Nag-enjoy naman ako.
Okay. Sana nag-enjoy din kayo, listeners. I hope you learned a thing or two from your older titas.
Your millennial titas.
Your millennial titas. And also, siguro yung mga millennials who is also at the same phase or experiencing the same things right now. Sana may nakarelate. And we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Special thanks to Montesa Medical Group, Aesthetic Center, Advanced Dermatology, Age Management, and Plastic Surgery. Timeless beauty, safe and worry-free.